Hi everyone, I'm going to attempt to show you how to do the procedure for the photosynthesis lab in your chapter on metabolism or metabolic pathways, I think it's called. And I started, I've kind of already done some of the steps because I messed up on the first video. Um, so some of it was a little bit trickier than I thought. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing this video for you. I think you will be too, because maybe you won't make those mistakes and have to start over. But anyway, as far as your materials, you should have 1 cup and 1/4 a cup of water, and then just put that into a jar. I don't have any water in this jar because I've already made the solution, but put all that water into a single container, okay? Then you are going to take into that container, you are going to take some baking soda, pour it into your hand, and it's supposed to be 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I'm doing 2 pinches. 1, 2, because it's really an estimation, but I'm just trying to um, get 1/8 of a teaspoon. I don't have a way to measure 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I had to wipe the baking soda off my hands. Um, so after you do the baking soda, then you are going to pour 1 drop of detergent. Now detergent doesn't come out in drops, it kind of pours, but as soon as a drop goes in there, then you're going to take something and stir that solution, trying very hard not to make any bubbles. Um, then once you do that, you'll pour half into one container and half into another container. At this point, you can do 2 colors of food coloring, or you can do 3 or 4. But at this point, you're going to make your solutions, you're going to change the color of your solutions with your food color. So I added many, many drops of blue because you want to get an intense blue color. So I did that already. And then you just stir. And I added many drops of red because I wanted to get an intense red color here. And you just stir that. Um, and you also are going to need 2 syringes like this, like what you give your either you your parents may have used these to give you medicine, but they need to be 10 cc's, 10 milliliters. And I'm only going to do 2, and I'm only going to show you how to do the setup for 1 because that's all you need to see. So what you're going to do is pull your plunger out. Okay, pull your plunger out of your syringe, and you should have cut 10 small circles of a spinach leaf. You want to take a spinach leaf and cut, or use a hole punch is easier, but if you have to use scissors and cut small circles that are kind of, the size of one that you would have done with a hole puncher, you can use scissors, is what I'm saying. And I didn't have a hole punch I'm at my house, so I didn't have a hole puncher. So anyway, I've got 4 discs. You're supposed to get 10, okay? And these discs, can you see it on my finger? Yeah, it's not a perfect circle, but as long as it will fit into the syringe. And so I'm going to put all my disc of spinach into the syringe. Remember, when you cut your disc, don't cut pieces that have a big vein inside of them. Cut on a flat surface of the spinach and make sure the spinach is healthy, not wilted or, ugly looking or yellow. Make sure it's a dark green, healthy looking part of the spinach. Anyway, I've got my disc in here. They're down at the bottom. Right, they're right there. There's 4 of them down at the bottom. Now I'm going to take my plunger and press it all the way. Oh, sorry. I'm going to press it all the way down like that. Then I'm going to withdraw from, now I've got bubbles on the top of my solutions. If you have bubbles, you don't want the bubbles to go into your syringe. So withdraw the liquid from the bottom so that bubbles don't go in. And you do it till it's about half full, and then you're going to turn it upside down. And then I guess maybe you can see or maybe you can't, but there is an air bubble here. So, and this is messy because it involves food coloring. So I'm going to hold this paper towel underneath, and then I'm going to push up until the air is out. I'm not really pushing up. Okay. And then maybe, yeah, flick it or whatever. Now I'm going to wipe the tip off. But this is the way you're going to keep your syringes up like this. Then, let's see. I'm going to put my finger over the hole here, and I'm going to pull on the syringe. And what that did is it made my disc rise. And now I want them to sink. Okay, I had to pause for a minute because this step is a little tricky, but you put your finger over here to create a vacuum and pull on the plunger a little bit, and that action should remove all the air from the leaf disc, and they should fall to the bottom. And you can flick, and you can do this 2 or 3 times, but don't do it more than 2 or 3 times. But you're removing the air from the leaf disc is what you're doing, and they're falling to the bottom, so they're lying on top of the end of the plunger. Okay. Now you're going to fill the whole syringe up with solution. Remember not to use the part that's got soap suds in it. So get your solution from the bottom, and make sure you have paper towels with you because you're using food coloring, and it gets messy. It gets all over you. So here we go. My leaf disc, I don't know if you can see them or not. I see some of them actually. Hold on. I thought one of them looked like it was floating, but I think it's the way the light was on it. But anyway, my leaf discs are at the bottom. You can thump like this, and that might get them to sink, but you want to get them to sink. Okay. Now what you want to do is put this whole setup just like this into something where it'll stand upright. So do you see right here? I've just stuck it into a jar. The plunger side down, okay? And you're going to do this again with the same color, and you're going to you can put one setup in the dark by, let me show you this, placing it inside of a box. Okay, so a shoe box or anything where the lid will fit over top of it, and just make sure there's nothing here. If there's, see, mine has a hole on the top here where the pieces of the box didn't come together very well, so you can put something over the top of that. Just make sure there's no light getting in. This is going to be your dark chamber. And then take the next syringe and using the same color and put that in the sunlight. So maybe like for me, I could put the syringe in a jar, take it and sit it on my porch, where it in the part of my porch that gets sun. And this should get you through to being able to complete the experiment. This is, I mean, the basic procedure. You do it over and over again for the different colors. All right. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.